Only the dead have seen the end of war. According to this thesis, life appears to be a battlefield. War is an inherent part of human existence. For as long as we experience being alive, we have to face personal, political, or even existential conflicts. We bear witness to chaos, war, injustice, fight with friends, family, and even ourselves. We question people, the system, and sometimes even the reality we live in. We change our beliefs over and over to adjust and then readjust again. Sometimes we even find ourselves within the conflict of others, a battle we've been burdened with by outside forces. Other times the conflict exists solely within ourselves and we have to wrestle with our own expectations. Everyone is at war with something, especially on a personal level. This is a side effect of growth and makes it possible for people to change. Yet it doesn't change the fact that we as a species are longing for the end of conflict, yet end up evoking it again and again. Now, if we come to the realization that life is indeed a battlefield, we will most certainly spend a lot of our time fighting, even though not all of our fights are taking place on the physical plane. But no matter if our battles are taking place on the internal or the external world, we're always free to gather allies before we go to war. That is why it's important to build a team, a squad, a division, we can call it whatever we want. For this, we need people we can rely on, and in return, they can rely on us as well. They will remind us what it is we're fighting for. Every single time we're so exhausted that we wish to let go. A team of like-minded souls strengthens our focus, underlines our commitment, and eases the everyday battles we face. In situations where words may deceive, let actions speak for themselves, for they will show you who you can rely on and what you can expect. In other words, only include those in your plans who prove themselves to be trustworthy. In the book The Lord of the Rings, there's a conversation between a dwarf and an elf that goes like this. "Faithless is he that says farewell when the road darkens," said Gimli. "Maybe," said Elrond, "but let him not vow to walk in the dark who has not seen the nightfall." "Yet sworn word may strengthen quaking heart," said Gimli. "Or break it," said Elrond. "You cannot put your trust into words, as they are frail in comparison to action. Be aware that this applies to you as well. We're already one step ahead if we put meaning behind our words and let action follow. Because in time, our surroundings will do the same. If not, you know what to expect. However, if we look at life like this, we need to acknowledge the fact that war is won by strategy, and a team cannot work without it. And if we truly want to achieve something in the long run, we have to take the lead. We need a strategy for our team to operate on a level that every member may have benefits from being part of the group, while never abandoning our individual objective. This is true for everyone within our task force, as it is the only way to expect best performances. To underline this assumption, allow me to refer to a quote from The Art of War, written by Sun Tzu. "If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. If you know yourself but not the enemy, for every victory gained you will also suffer a defeat. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle." And consider this as well. Treat your men as you would your own beloved sons, and they will follow you into the deepest valley, for he will win whose army is animated by the same spirit throughout all its ranks. Yet, never forget about the responsibility you carry, or you lead everyone into their demise. You see that, like in all things, there are two polar opposites right in front of you, and you can choose only one. On and off, do or do not. Will you face the battles ahead, or will you refuse to fight and give in to whatever fate has in store for you? Will you grant access to this concept or decide to shut the door? In the end, it is all up to you. Now, if you don't have the luxury of a well-established team yet, you've still got yourself. Fighting battles alone can often feel like stepping into a vast, unpredictable storm. It's a daunting experience, one where the winds of doubt howl and the rain of fear pours down in relentless sheets. But it is within this storm that we find the power to stand tall, to grow, and to overcome. The greatest victories in life are often won not by those who have armies to fight with them, but by those who learn to harness the strength within themselves. In life, you can't always afford waiting for someone to come to your rescue. Sometimes you must navigate the wilderness alone. You must learn to rely on your own instincts and resources. When you face adversity, remind yourself that you are not a victim to your circumstances. Think of a knight with a single sword against a fierce army, yet he stands unwavering. His sword is his courage, and his shield is his resilience. Every step forward is a testament to his will, and each battle he faces makes him stronger. People of ancient tribes projected their thoughts into wild animals before they went to battle. This form of meditation is effective, even if it is performed only on a surface level. It influences the physical as well as the mental plane and will grant you access to powers that reside dormant within yourself. Everyone who has ever practiced any form of resistance training knows this to be true. When problems emerge you cannot get rid of right away, be aware of this. Worrying doesn't take away tomorrow's problems, it only takes away today's peace. In every battle, there are moments when victory feels far out of reach. These are the moments when doubt creeps in, when the weight of isolation feels unbearable. But remember, a tree does not grow overnight. The seeds you plant today, your actions, your decisions, your persistence, will bear fruit tomorrow. Think of a farmer who tends to his crops day after day. Alone in his field, he cultivates with care, never rushing the process. Even when the sky is clouded with uncertainty, he knows that growth takes time and eventually the harvest will come. Life is like a chess game and the pieces are constantly shifting. When you fight alone, it's crucial to remain flexible, like a river that bends to the shape of the land. A soldier who rigidly sticks to one plan, refusing to adapt to new circumstances, will often find himself defeated. But a general who can read the battlefield and adjust strategies on the fly is a force to be reckoned with. Think of a surfer who must ride the wave and adjust his position with each crest and fall. The waves are unpredictable, but his ability to stay balanced, to read the ocean, allows him to ride through the toughest swells. To fight a battle alone, you must first understand the enemy within. You cannot hope to conquer the world if you do not know yourself. This is where self-reflection becomes vital. Imagine a gladiator stepping into the arena. He doesn't just rely on his brute strength, he has studied his body, his endurance, and his weaknesses. The key is not to fear the battle, but to embrace it as a chance to sharpen your skills, to refine your character, and to build resilience. Finally, trust in your instincts. Just as a wolf relies on its senses to navigate the forest, so too must you trust that deep down you already have the strength, wisdom, and courage you need to survive. When the path is unclear, listen to that quiet voice inside that urges you forward. It's easy to second-guess yourself when you're walking alone, but remember, no one knows your journey like you do. You have a unique perspective, and your experiences have armed you with the tools to face whatever lies ahead. So, if we accept this idea that life is a battlefield and only the dead have seen the end of war, we have to learn as much as possible about ourselves, our strengths and weaknesses. Through experience, we must evaluate where our talents are in order to work on them as well. To be able to chase the goals we set for ourselves, we have to become great strategists, and we have to do it on our own. Even though we will become part of a team sooner or later. But the most important thing of them all is this: we need to know what we're fighting for. So we need to be conscious about what it is we want to achieve. If you give up, however, you evoke a shadow that will tarnish your radiance forever, making it impossible to perform on a level that lives up to your potential. Sooner or later, your consciousness will evolve and you will get access to all the visions around you, telling you stories of what could be, if you just give trust and effort to those ideas.